Director DBC, Deborah Bridal Center. As you know, as DBC, we decided to be part of this because I'm the one coordinating it in Western College. So I'm glad to meet you all as media people, and always when I call you, you respond. And thank you so much. And thank you for loving us. Thank you also for agreeing to come and work with us. And we see this VIGA Award being a success on 9th June. So now let me not take this much time. I invite the visitors from Kampala who brought this big thing in our college. So you're all welcome and happy to see you. Yes.
Thank you, Madam Deborah. As you are now aware, very much aware, Madam Deborah is our coordinator in the Western region. The Western region, according to VIGA, is a huge space. It covers Ankole, Bunyoro, Asese, Toro, Hoima, Kisoro. So she's coordinating that entire region. Now I'll take the opportunity to introduce to you what VIGA is and why we are here and what we intend to do. VIGA is an abbreviation from Victoria Gospel Academy. Victoria Gospel Academy is a social enterprise that champions social transformation through Christian music, media, and culture initiatives. We believe that culture has some positive attributes that must work together with our faith. So that's why we incorporate the cultural initiatives into what we do. Now, we do quite a lot of things. We do outreaches to schools, we do outreaches to communities, doing different things, 360, that is spirit, soul, and body. But our flagship activity is the VIGA Music Awards. The VIGA Music Awards were incepted in 2007. That's when we had our first event in Kampala. And it started as, before that event, we had the idea when our media was transforming from analog to digital. We are still young boys and we are part of the transformation because we are doing music and we are also into the media. And most of our music was on tapes. I don't know whether all of you know cassettes. Yes. So now the competition started as a way of identifying outstanding people so that we can help them be able to go and do digital recording. Those days it was done in Nairobi, Kenya. But eventually we were able to do it around here. And then we say now, so we don't have any relevance anymore because now digital recording is here. But eventually we were exposed to the Dove Awards in the USA. Then we saw how they work, and then we said, okay, now we can transform ourselves into now the Dove Awards of Uganda. So now you can call VIGA Awards the Doves of Uganda. So that's what we've been doing for all these years. 2007 until last year was our 11th event. Putting away the COVID years, I think 3 of them, and at least 1 or 2 years where we had some challenges and couldn't make them, but we've been doing it annually. So last year we felt a need to go beyond Kampala because we wanted to be more inclusive. People from different regions were not so much included in the awards because of the media and how our country is formed. You understand, the regions and our the demographics, psychographics, and everything that unique in a certain way. So somehow there was a disadvantage over some regions getting to the VIGA. So we decided to incorporate them through doing regional events. So beginning this year, we are going to do 4 editions of VIGA. We are going to do one in the Western region, another in the Eastern region, another in the Northern region, then eventually climax at Kampala. So the difference is that after we have gone through all the regions, the eventual winners from the regions now will be the performers from Kampala as a way of exposing what Uganda has in a variety of our cultures, like I said. And we wish that all the people who win from the regions win with songs that actually originate from their regions, because some of them sing in English and Uganda. But it would be very, 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 very wonderful for us to have those people sing in their local, whatever, languages, so that's what we bring. Because this event is international in nature. We are exposing Uganda to the international community. So we want all these varieties of what we have to be exposed. So I'm praying. Is your song in your language? Yes. Because my prayer is that people from the local language win. If it was English, my prayer wasn't for you. Just a joke. Anyway, so that's about VIGA. Now, Viga, beyond the awards, we want to do a few other things. We want to empower creatives. We've been part of the ministry, the gospel music ministry, for these years, from our childhood to where we are today. We're not very old, but we've been part of this journey. And there's something that the gospel music lacks, is not as well appreciated as mainstream. And we are studying why. And some of the few things that we've studied is what we want now to counter and empower our creatives to be able to counter as well. One of them is economic capacity. Some of these people, you know, we are underrated, even church abagami to be aware, if I can use that word, but we believe that God, the gospel is for free. But what puts the gospel in place is not for free. Like when we are coming from Kampala, we did say, praise the Lord to the taxi driver or the bus driver or the fuel pump to give us fuel. No, we had to pay some money. You understand? So people must appreciate that we must do some few things to empower our gospel artists economically. So that's one aspect that we are going to look into, and we are creating what we call the Viga Wellness Initiative. This is going to be an initiative for all our winners. Our winners are both the nominees and the eventual winners of the award. At Viga, we believe that everyone who is nominated is a winner, but only one winner walks away with the award, as decided by the votes now. But everyone that is voted or nominated in the Viga is a winner. So all of them, all this community across the country, that initiative is for them. Then two, exposure. Most of us are so big kings in our small localities. I was in Gulu. They don't know so much about Bugende because in Kampala, Bugende and Vixen are the kings. Kings, you understand what I mean? When I was in Gulu, they don't know so much about them. They know Romeo Odong, they know, you understand? When I come here, we have Julie, we have Apostle, we have Peterson. You understand that the kings here. Probably when you go to Eastern, there is Musaro, there is Nimweze and stuff. So we have kings in different kingdoms. You understand what I mean? So now we want all our kings to be exposed across board. So someone, the king in Gulu must know about the king in Ankole. The king in Ankole must know about the king in Northern Uganda. Stuff like that, even internationally. So that's one other thing that we're going to do. And with that, we have entered into a partnership with the National Cultural Center, Uganda National Cultural Center. We're going to have an event monthly it can bring to their ministry. You understand? So this publication is intended to, one, make these communications easy for our artists to appreciate. Then also have our spiritual fathers, who have selected people who have appreciated them, put them in the context of the big book, the Bible, because that is our master piece. You understand? So we are going to understand copyright. We are going to understand business. We are going to understand everything about the music business in the gospel spectrum, but using now Viga Gold as our platform. So that's one other thing we want to do as Viga. So basically, we come here to introduce and launch the Viga edition for the Western region. And that's why we invited you, and we appreciate you coming. Thank you very much. That's the humble background about Viga. Now, the event is going to happen on 9th, like Madame Deborah mentioned already. 9th June, we are going to be at Daystar Cathedral. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate Bishop Nathan Ibrahim. We're in Kampala and we're contemplating where to put the event. One, we are not so much funded, so we are being disturbed. How do we handle a very important event in the atmosphere it deserves, but within the means we have? So as we communicated, Apostle Ibrahim was in Kampala and it got to his ears. Then we had an opportunity to meet with him and we had a chat with him. He said, I have a place. I think when you mentioned you want a good place that can handle such an event, have a place that I think if you appreciate will work for you. We said, what place is that? He told me, his church. We said, oh, no problem. Let's come and look at the church. And when we looked at the church, ladies and gentlemen, it fitted very well with the kind of atmosphere the award wants to have. And we appreciate him. He gave us the place to have the event there. So we are going to be at Daystar Cathedral on that date. And we have 3 categories. We have started with the female artist of the year, male artist of the year, and the media personality of the year. Then we are also going to recognize and appreciate people who have actually laid the foundation for gospel music in this region. We shall introduce them at that event. We have very big names here that have been in the industry. Probably now, some of you may not understand them because probably the media then wasn't as vibrant as it is today, and we never captured their contributions. But Viga thinks it wise to go and search for them wherever they are, recognize them and appreciate them. So we have those names, and allow me introduce one of them, Music Adisa Kato. And his way of doing music, like he said, I do my music live. You understand? That's a very unique aspect in today's whatever spectrum.
Vinci, I think